Townsville, Suzy Batkovic here. You're a 5-time WNBL championship winner, 6-time MVP, and now you are Deputy Mayor of Townsville. How's that feel?
Yeah, pretty crazy. It's been a wild ride from obviously retirement through to obviously becoming a councillor, and now proud to say that I'm a Deputy Mayor of Townsville City.
And add in 2 beautiful daughters to that as well. How has your amazing basketball career helped you transition into a professional career once basketball finished?
Yeah, I think there's definitely transferable skills that you bring from being an athlete, and that's probably what helped me initially with going from being an elite athlete into the councillor role. It's amazing how much there was that did help me transfer, but obviously, I've been a councillor now for 6 years, so there's obviously other learnings along the way. But yeah, I think being an elite athlete at that level, definitely was a massive help for me.
And you're from Newcastle originally. You moved up here through your basketball career. You've got a home here now, and you're Deputy Mayor, as we've just mentioned. What do you love most about living in Townsville?
Yeah, look, the lifestyle obviously is incredible. I know that people come here during summer and they die from the heat, but I think once you sort of get used to it, it's not too bad. It's only for 3 months, but the rest of the year is just absolutely incredible. The community, obviously, that's what I fell in love with Townsville initially, why I stayed here the longest that I've ever stayed. And for me, when I signed a contract, it was a year at a time. It wasn't until I was in Townsville that I was like, actually, I want a 3-year deal. I want to buy a home, and just fell in love with the place and the people.
And the Townsville Fire are obviously very happy to have you over the last, however many years of your career that you were here. Where do you think the club is now since you've left? They've had a couple of ups and downs, but mostly have been very successful. How do you see that now being on the other side of things? Yeah,
they've grown, obviously. They've gone from Townsville Stadium to Tech, and you see by the crowd even tonight on a Sunday, 5:30 game. It's busy and it's great, and they've got this big fan base, but it's a credit to the Fire from, the people that initially got the Fire up and running to, the Sam Pascoes, the girls behind the scenes, what they do, and it's incredible what they do with just a small little army. But it has grown, and that's what we want in general for WNBL. We want the sport to grow and see the amazing talent that we have, and also getting those prime players, those imports into, as we can see, there's a 6'11" girl, who has a huge ability. So seeing those players come and want to play in the WNBL is just fantastic, and inspire these kids. It's not just little girls at the game, it's little girls and little boys, and I absolutely love that, and I think that's what it's about.
And lastly, Suze, tonight's matchup, who have you got?
A Fire. You don't even have to ask me that, but yeah, I back the Fire. And look, they're doing well. They're out of 10 games, they're 9-1 with 5 road games at the start, and they only dropped 1, which is incredible. And you can see by their chemistry, that they've clicked early, which is huge, and they seem to all get along, which is great.
It is very important. Thank you so much for joining me, Suzy, and all the best as Deputy Mayor of Townsville.
Thank you.